Hey, we're back. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the craft store. Sarah, you all right?
I'm all right, yeah.
We were just reminiscing about classic films, weren't we?
Yeah.
You were like Lost Boys. That was your favourite back in the day.
Yeah,
that was
and the
one.
Goonies. We were talking about that. I loved the Goonies.
Tried to get my 5-year-old to watch Goonies. Clearly too young. Didn't like Sloth.
Aww.
I've never seen Lost Boys though.
Oh, you should do.
I think it's a bit of a rite of passage, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm a bit older than you. That's probably why.
We're the same age now. How about you? You can comment along, by the way. Comment on Facebook, comment on YouTube. But you shop direct with White Gecko Craft.
Yeah, that's right. White Gecko Craft Lounge.
Craft Lounge. Did another word in there? I knew it.
Yeah.
You never said it out loud. I was like, that's not right.
It's a real mouthful as well. It's a very long website. Sorry, guys.
But what is good about the website, by the way, is, of course, there is a landing page of all things craft store, right?
There is, yes.
And there were 2 shows. You can spot it right now. Go to the top of the website, click on Shop. You will see the craft store logo. You'll then see 10 a.m. and have a look there. But 1 p.m., what sort of stuff are we talking about, Sarah?
So we have got...
bucket hats are back.
Yep, bucket hats are back. There's Sarah Jane modelling the bucket hat. We've got Sandy Toes back. So we did have this on Crate and Craft back last summer, and it pretty much, as we were talking about, sold out.
Yeah.
So I managed to get a little bit more, because it's incredibly beautiful, this fabric.
This is a real coup, by the way, because all but a unit or 2 of our colour option, all sold out in the one show. Sarah and Janice together there. Hasn't been back since. So if you ordered then, if you use the fabric,
absolutely,
this is your show to replenish your stocks. If you're one of the majority who missed out on those fabrics, this is your show.
And we did have a lot of phone calls in the shop. Have you got any in the shop? No, sorry, it all went there. Oh, yeah, but if we got... No, I haven't got anything. It all went on the show, unfortunately.
So all these options...
So we have managed to get some more,
which is
lovely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16?
Yeah, 16 of them. Yeah, absolutely.
They were
$8.99 a metre. Half metre.
Half metre.
Yeah.
Right now, because we're not on telly, etc., etc.
$6.99.
$6.99. All of these options, so please do not wait. Completely, bar a colour or 2, so that's a unit of a colour or 2, completely sold out. So White Gecko, craftlounge.co.uk to get your hands on the replenished stocks, the first time anywhere. So congratulations, everybody. We're going to go through. You're seeing the half meters right now. What sort of projects is a half? I know we can sew these things together, but.
Yeah. I mean, this genuine. So this is a range called Sandy Toes by Anita Durham, who is the illustrator of Guess How Much I Love You.
Bravo.
And You Are My Favourite, and all those beautiful, beautiful children's books. And she's moved then into, she's still doing the children's books, but she's also moved now into fabric design. And it is super cute. I mean, really beautiful illustrations, really gorgeous details to them. This was a little beach bag that Sarah Jane made out of it, you know, and perfect for that, you know, perfect designs for a beach bag.
What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah,
she's used four fabrics there.
Yeah.
So the big pictorial one, and then 3 others. So 3 others, and then your lining. I mean, 4 half meters, you would get not only the bag, but she's also done her husband Dave lost her water bottle holder.
Oh, Dave!
Well, I think they were in Zante, so she had to make a new one.
In Zante, clubbing?
Yeah, not quite.
maybe not. Okay.
No, on the beach.
Okay.
So she made a new one. So this has got insulated wadding inside.
Nice.
So when you put your water bottles and all in them, you know, and you get them in, you know, all, Greek supermarkets and all, they're like 30 cent, euros, aren't they, and whatever cents. Put them in there, and it keeps it cold on the beach.
Lovely.
So from about 4 half meters, she made the bag and that one. So.
And maybe a bucket hat on this show, like bring these things all along for you. These are all individual pieces after all. And actually, 2 more things to tell you about. One is the welcome code is still applicable, right?
Yep,
so what is that all about?
So if you order anything from this hour or the 10 a.m. hour, or actually anything on our website, you can use the welcome code, the code in the promo box, welcome25. And that will allow you to get 10% off your whole order.
There you go. So even items that are now $6.99 or $8.99 or $125.99, whatever you've got up to, welcome 25. There you go. A further 10% will come off. So when you're on White Gecko Craft Lounge, have a little look around. But as you mentioned, if it's all on the same day, the same show, if you check out more than once, send you a message. You'll do your best to cobble it all together. So 1 P&P.
We can sort of combine the postage and all for you. But yeah, that welcome code works on anything at all on the website. and you can use it at multiple times as well. Yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
I think your mic's died.
What was it?
So what I'm going to do is,
Should I disappear?
I'm going to hand you some batteries,
Okay.
if you could.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that all right?
I'm going that way then.
That's about as prepared as I am, right? Batteries in my pocket, ready to go after all. Oh, I know, don't worry. Hey, those batteries might have been dead before they even came to you. Don't worry about that. Hey, and also, so you've got the welcome code, welcome25. Also, I'm holding this here, which is like a little, could be a little basket for something. You could put your yarns in here, you could put your feet for your sewing machine in here. Sarah's going to be making one of these on the show. If you're shopping, one of you who completes your order will be winning the bag that's made on this show. So it'll be going into one of your orders. Sarah will know who to give it to because when you complete your order, so you've got to be shopping and spending to be in the draw. But as many times as you order, use that welcome 25. Use that welcome 25, you'll get a further 10% off. Sarah, you're on, you're good. We can hear you.
Okay,
all good. Those other batteries, chuck them as far as you can. No, honestly, I'll put them in the recycling. We've got a recycling bin for it. It's all right. Nevertheless, so that's where you can do everything. Do comment along and say hi on Facebook. Do comment along on YouTube. If you're going to put this down, if you're watching on YouTube, by the way, absolutely, please make sure it's the Craft Store TV because it's the Craft Store and the Craft Store TV. Eventually, they will be combined, but for now, it's the Craft Store TV is where you can watch everything. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hello. Well done. So, can we just go through some of the options?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, we've got lots of different options. 16. Which end do you want to start?
I'll start here as a minute. You're right, Andy.
Okay.
All right. Actually, can I open this one up so you get an idea of a half metre?
Absolutely, yes. So you've got a full half metre.
Oh, I love you labelled it as well. Let me put that at the front. Look. Yours is even printed, unlike mine's last hour. Here we go. So there's a lot of fabric there, isn't there?
There is, yeah. So it's 20 inches wide, half a metre, by 42 inches long, which is the standard width of the fabric.
Okay.
So this is the shells in taupe, which again, you can see it's got, if you put a thumbprint there, you've got quite a, it's a good size shell print.
Where is he? Where is he? There he is.
There he is.
I see.
Yeah.
Nice.
But again, these could be used for all sorts. It's not just sort of like beach bags and stuff. These would be lovely in the bathroom if you were making, like the little storage baskets for the windowsills and stuff like that. Really, really pretty.
What's the best way of folding this?
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Sorry. By the way, if you love the taupe side of things, you are spying around us. There's panels behind us. They're still to come after all. There's the taupe or the blue panel.
There is.
There is the beach bag, which comes... Sorry, the bucket hat for the beach maybe, that you've got fabrics with, and you get the pattern as well. So all of these things you are seeing around the show, you can get hold of. You see the woodland animals behind us? That's from the 10 a.m. You can still shop right now and get hold of that as well on the show. It hasn't sold out yet. So you're seeing as we're theme going through, taupes and blues and sandy colours, hence the name, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So you've got the shells in the taupe, and then you've got it in the blue as well, which is the blues and aquas. We've then got fish in 3 different colours. So we've got it in the white, the aqua, and the blue.
Rightio.
I think these would be great if if you've got a fisherman or something in your life. It does, maybe he needs, stuff to keep his fish flies and stuff in it. All that
you know all the words, don't you?
Oh yeah, my husband's a fisherman, but I've no idea.
His tackle bag, all the stuff, all the accessories you can buy for that.
Reels and things, something like that.
That's right. Yeah, rod sticks. There we go, off we go. I love these little shells.
Yeah, that's a really,
corally elements.
Yeah, really cute little sort of like ditzy shell on that one.
Yeah.
And that's in a pale taupe and a white.
Again, there's all photographs of these on the White Gecko craftlounge.co.uk website. That's where you can see hold of that. We'll get that back on the screen for you in just 2 ticks.
Yeah.
Now, I was about to say the blenders, but are they not? Because these are like not patterned, but they are patterned.
Yeah, they are
thing,
kind of what I would use is like my background fabrics
Right.
against these, So anybody who follows us on social media will know I am a little bit obsessed with stripes. Okay. I use stripes in a lot of things. I love a stripy binding. It's one of my faves, frankly.
Great in here, actually, don't they? You see them on,
absolutely.
On the back. Stripy binding, yeah, big fan of that.
Got to do a stripy binding.
Yeah,
it
get
looks
involved,
great. So we've got the stripes in 3 different colours. We've got, again, the blue, the aqua, and the taupe, which works all the colours work beautifully with each other.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And then, should we go ahead? Then we'll come back up.
Should we do these other blenders? So those are then the these are called water, and again you've got a pale grey, a blue, a taupe, and then an aqua, and it's got just sort of that hint of sort of waves to it.
Could be like scales, could be waves, could be little scallops, could be little brush strokes.
Absolutely.
They could be birds, Andy.
Oh,
yeah. See that?
Yeah, could be birds in the sky. I mean, it's called water, but I actually, yeah, you're right. It could be used for all sorts of scales and all.
And then up here, I like these. These two are quite unique in the element. There's not like a blue version.
These are kind of like the stars of the show sort of thing. They're the ones that kind of doing all the work, where these are like the background players.
The cast.
Yes.
The arrangement.
Yeah.
The orchestra, I see.
So there's two of these. So this one is called Pictorial Stripe. And you've got these really funky little birds. You've got little crabs and all on there. There's fish, there's seashells. And the stripe runs horizontally across it. But it's quite a big... you've got quite a nice section there that you can use. And we're going to use this one in the demo as well, show you how you can make the most of that.
Pauline's saying hello. Sarah Summers is in as well. Jackie says hello again. You're Sarah Jane. Love the Goonies and the Lost Boys.
Yep.
There we go. Marion's saying hi. Elaine as well. Lots of these. You can get insulated wadding on the website too.
You can, absolutely, yeah, if you go to our website.
Nadine. Natalie, or is it Nathalie? I'm not completely sure, but there's an H in there, so I'll pronounce it. Don't know. But listen, there's Ross as well, Hayley, Rose, loads of you watching right now, which is absolutely marvellous to hear. And these are those Sandy Toes fabrics, let's remind ourselves, last summer, sold out on Create and Craft. Sold out at a higher price on Create and Craft. The first time they are back, so right now is the time to be shopping for yours direct with Sarah, White Gecko, craftlounge.co.uk. You'll see the craft store logo in the shop section. You'll see the 1 o'clock show page. That's where they all are.
It is, yeah. So that, like I said, there's £6.99 for half a metre. If you buy more than half a metre of the same one, we will cut it as a continuous length.
Okay.
So they're not already chopped up into half metre pieces. If you order, 3, it'll be 1.5 metres. Piece. So these would be great for dressmaking as well.
Good point. Perfect.
Or curtains or anything like that. Maybe you've got a nursery come in and stuff.
Apparently it's getting warm next week.
I hope so.
Apparently where we are, we're around here, one day next week, double digits next week.
Wow.
14 degrees, dare I say.
Was it tropical almost?
Practically tropical. Biblical, who knows? Nevertheless, so this is we just saw this one roughly, but we go.
Yeah. So this one is this is genuinely my favourite of the lot.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous. You've got the little Punch and Judy on there. You've got the little dog with the sausages, all the puffins, the seals. It's so beautifully illustrated, and that one really is. There's not a lot of this one.
Okay.
We've got quite a lot of stock of some of the others, but this one, there really is not a lot of stock of this one. I think I've only got about 16 units of this one compared to the other.
This is called hang on.
Scene Toile in blue.
Scene Toile in blue. So maybe that's going to be the first item in your basket, and you build after then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, they're all individual item numbers. Now then, we mentioned there's a taupe. Or a blue the next one. Should we start down here on the table, like panels? Yeah,
so this is beautiful panel. It's all the little scenes from that last fabric we were showing you, but done as a panel. I mean, nothing more, you could just put a border around this down the two sides in one of the coordinating fabrics and then stitch into it, and it would be this most stunning baby quilt or wall hanging or something like that. You've got, if you into your hand sewing and you like your hand quilting, you could be quilting around all of these little elements and really making them sort of like look embossed.
Yes.
I genuinely love this range. It's, I know we say that a lot, but sometimes we don't really mean it. But this I really do mean.
Love you, mean it. This is your
stunning.
I know you listen to like your customers and what people ask for, like with the wool on the last show. But also, it's your company, and you fall in love with stuff. You hope other people are going to
absolutely
love it. And this is why you open the whole thing, right? Because you love this world. So everything can be your favourite. Everything can be
true. Yes, it can. Yeah, but it's. I love her work. Anita Jerem, I think her illustrations are stunning. I mean, it's even down to the little characters in the fish. They've got proper little faces.
They have, haven't they?
They're proper little characters, personalities there. It's super cute.
Now here's the thing, friends. That's the taupe. We're going to talk about the blue next behind us. It's £8.99.
It is. A panel. Bargain.
Now, if you're a regular with Sarah and you shop on White Gecko all the time, it's £8.99. If you're brand new and you've seen it's all White Gecko through Create and Craft, and then like for whatever reason shop that and then you reintroduce yourself to, or maybe you've never heard of White Gecko before, for only £5.99. That's why you've got to go on their website, .co.uk. You can see it on the screen and shop there and check out your basket. And even on an item like £8.99, even the half meters that were £8.99 on Creating Craft that are now £6.99, you can still get a further 10% off.
You can, yeah, just with the code WELCOME25 in the little box at checkout, and that will automatically take you 10% off for you.
So that comes down to £8.09. Yeah. $6.29 over there.
Wow, yeah, it's a really good price, actually.
It's unbelievable. So it's sold out at a higher price point. So please don't wait for us. Don't wait for me to come back in a bit and be like, oh, by the way, that one, the 12's gone. Yeah, of course it has. Yeah. Or like just after the hour, maybe you're going to shop there. The next live one isn't until 3 p.m. on the craft store, so plenty of time after this show. But as you say, of some of them, the stock is what it is. So.
It is, yeah. Some of it we've got plenty of, but others, there is only a very, very small amount left because we just couldn't get any more. I was just like, yeah, I'll have that half bolt. I love it so much. I've got to have
Drag it in, absolutely. Now that we're going to continue on, because you saw the blue behind us, because one of the most popular items added into that Creating Craft basket back in the day, I know I'm saying those hollowed words, you know what I mean, is the bucket head.
The bucket hat.
The bucket head. The bucket kit, if you like. It's a kit.
Yeah, it is. To make a bucket hat, so you get 2 half meters. So you get the waves, and then you've got the mermaid pictorial one, which is really, really cool. And you get the pattern. And in the pattern, you've got 3 sizes in there. You've got templates to make 3 sizes. So there's a small, medium, and large. And obviously, once you've made it once, you can then use those templates.
Of course you can.
They should be, there we go.
Yeah, I see them in there.
They should be there over and over and over. You can use them loads. Sarah Jane actually made this one up for me by using up all the scraps. So I think we can get.
He's on his way.
Oh, there we go. So this was actually.
These reversible hats as well.
They are reversible, yeah. So they can be either way round.
Oh, great. So when you're off to the beach one in the morning and then you're off to the Oasis gig in the afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. Bucket hats are massively popular.
Yeah, aren't they just?
But yeah, this one, she actually just used all the scraps up of the ends of all the little bolts and everything we had in, and created this fabric to do the brim. So you've got more of a scrappy feel to it, you know. And then again, you've got one piece on this sort of piece of the hat, and then the top, she's actually fussy cut. Can you see? Oh, hang on that way. There we go.
Right?
There we are. We're on 4. You see on the top of the hat, she's fussy cut that little dog building his sandcastle, just about to get his nose pinched by the crab.
Well, so because obviously you've got the fabric and you want it to look like this, which it will.
Yeah.
And then I've got this pattern. So next time I'm coming to the end of something, or maybe I want one in the fabrics from here earlier on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Away I go.
Yeah, so I mean this is one made in completely different fabrics.
Perfect.
You know, so once you've got the pattern, you can make as many as you want.
Oh, there you go.
Totally different fabrics looks completely different.
Can I make and sell?
Yes, absolutely.
Just thinking, thinking like, let's get going. If you get a production line going on before we know it.
Ready for summer craft fairs and stuff. Yeah, definitely. We don't mind if you make to sell.
Spring, you were talking about the show you did with Janice. I saw her post the other day. It was like, as of today. How does she word it? About the sun setting?
Oh, I didn't see the post, but we're coming up to the clock's going back in.
It was like the next time the sun sets at this time will be October.
Oh,
therefore, it's getting sunnier. Sorry, Parker, it's getting sunnier, which cannot wait.
Oh, it is
we're
chilly.
We're in a nice room right here, aren't we? Nevertheless, there you go. There's your bucket hat kit. Under £20, $19.99. $17.99 if you're, of course, using the promo code WELCOME25. We continue on.
Indeed, yeah. So again, this kit we had on before and completely sold out. So you're getting all the fabrics you need and your fabric and your pattern as well to make the fractal quilt, which is actually hung up over there. I don't know if we can get a little shot of that. Obviously, this is just a graphic, so it's in different colours, but we've given you all the fabric you need to make the quilt, and you've got enough for your binding as well. Again, really super simple quilt to do. It uses squares and half square triangles, which we demoed on the first
at 10
hour
o'clock.
at 10 o'clock.
Then, yeah.
So yeah, it's that half square triangle method and squares, but when you put it all together, it creates this really funky little pattern.
Very cool. So we get all the fabrics we require.
Get all the fabric you need. So you get that really beautiful scenic one. You've got the blue fish, blue waves, and then you get the little shells as well as your background fabric, as well as the pattern. And that is $29.99.
$29.99.
Get me remembering my own prices.
Yeah, nailed it. $26.99 if you're that's a club member. That was back in the day, wasn't it? If you're using the welcome code, welcome25. So, Andy, can we show you the website again? Why not? 'Cause it's a very smooth way of moving around.
It is.
White Gecko Craft, whitegeckocraftlounge.co.uk. Sarah, I'll follow you over. That's where you're shopping. You are watching us here on the Craft Store on Facebook. You're watching us on Craft Store TV. On YouTube, on both those platforms, you can watch back. I know a lot of you are watching on your big TVs with your smart telly, and maybe you're casting, maybe you're mirroring from your phone or your iPad, but I bet your smart telly already has YouTube app built in. You just search Craft Store TV. There is a Craft Store, which looks the same, and it is the same, but we're combining them together. Craft Store TV is the one that you can see the live alongside it right now. But you are shopping on the website you're looking at right now, and as you can spy right there, you can see all 16 different options. These are the options that all sold out on Crate and Craft at $8.99. They are back in stock right now for $6.99 with another 10% off, and you go direct to Sarah. That's why you're getting those prices as well. Shirley says, beautiful fabrics, Sarah.
Ah, thanks. They are gorgeous.
Nikki says, hello from Spain.
Hi, Nikki.
We're in double digits here. All right, Nikki.
Just rub it in, Nick. Why don't you?
I mean, it might be 10 degrees.
Oh,
But I bet it's...
I bet it's not. I bet it's a bit higher than that.
I bet it's not. Jane, it's lovely to see you back on my screen. I'm loving these fabrics. That is from Jane. Gail, beautiful fabrics. Love the stripe pictorial. That's from Sarah, obviously, as well. Elaine saying, hello, everyone. Keep your comments coming in. We love to hear that you're watching. Anything you want to see particularly, let us know. But there is I just reminded over there, but remind us, there's a giveaway on this show.
There is, yeah. So I'm going to make one of the little storage baskets. Hopefully, we're going to get it finished. And then I'm going to give it away. So if anybody orders from this hour, I will just randomly pick one of the order numbers and pop this little hopefully finished basket in their order with you. Okay, you don't have to do anything special. Just order from the hour and I will put this into one of the random ones.
Get shopping. If you missed out on the half meters last time, get shopping for those. If you maybe, because there'll be more people who watch Crate and Craft that got to order. Yes. So there's a majority of people didn't get what they were after that show of how quickly so it was one of those, you're saying it was live and you're like, what now? Like, what do we...
I remember we did a little preview. So I'd done an hour and then we had a couple of hours before I was doing this show. And desperately, it was selling so fast, desperately trying to ring my rep saying, have you got any? And it's like the one time he'd forgotten to take his work phone home with him. He'd left it in the office, so I couldn't get hold of him. So I was like, no, if it goes, it goes. And it did go.
It went. Answer me, Ian. I don't know what nevertheless, so that's why I'm really encouraging you to go on White Gecko. You can spy the website on the bottom of the page and check out your basket because it will go again. Okie dokie.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to make one of the little stacking baskets just to give you an idea of how you could use some of these, particularly this stripe as well. So what I've done is I've cut out two pieces which are 12.5 by 4.5, like that. You see you've got those really gorgeous little crabs in there and everything. Just managed to get the little fish in there. And then for the bottom of the basket, I've got some pieces that from the Wave, which is 12.5 by 3.5. First things first, super, super simple. We're going to stitch these together. So I'm going to put them right sides together. Now, when you're cutting out your fabrics, the 12.5, you want that will be will end up being the top of the basket. Okay. So don't cut them that way because all of your little people will be going there. Your little birds will be.
I was going to say it's worth taking a second.
Yeah,
isn't it,
absolutely.
To get the orientation.
Yeah, knowing which way round it goes. So we're going to put these right sides together, and then we're going to stitch that down. Nice and simple.
Stitch that down.
Stitch it down.
Okie dokie, why not?
There we go. So just using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, just like we did with the quilting earlier. There we go, down like that. And again, this is one of those projects that if you're new to sewing, you haven't necessarily done any for a little while. One of the ladies was commenting, sorry, I've forgotten your name, was commenting, you've got your mum's sewing machine out.
Oh, yes, from last hour.
Something like this, it's straight line sewing. And we're going to be doing some boxing of corners, which is a technique that you do on most bags, most baskets, most boxes. It's all that type of really simple thing to do. So.
But as you say, this project is one of the projects like from your stash of projects
Yeah,
or patterns
yeah.
and things. You were ordering purely the fabric. If you want projects, that's where you got the bucket hat kit. That's where you've got the quilt kit, for example, which is up there. But the half meters.
Yeah.
Just order it for whatever you want to.
You can
your
do
classic quilts, your
anything
blocks, whatever
with
you want to
it,
do.
yeah.
I love this little bag, which of course you get loads of inspiration from White Gecko directly on their Facebook, on their YouTube. You do a lot of secret sewing clubs as well. So you're there, like very present, which is so important.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
Yeah, you know, like we were saying earlier, the lives that we do during the week are all different projects. We do different projects, different blocks. You know, there'll be something there for everybody who wants to have a little go at sewing. You know, we do. I mean, a blatant plug, frankly, but we do quilt retreats. We've got quilt retreats coming up in April and again then in November. And that is, you know, we do kits and we do different techniques there. Some ladies come along and just sew what they're, you know, sew projects they've, you know, got there that they want to get finished. Others join in all the workshops and, you know, have a little go with that, you know, and try new things. So we're all about trying to get people to sew.
Quite right too. Use those machines, use that stash of fabric that you've got at home, add to that stash of fabric and get access to artwork.
Yeah.
Like this, as you saw,
really
illustrative
is.
artwork, sold out last time. We've got questions coming in, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
But very quickly, Shirley's saying hello, as is Karen, Patricia,
Hello.
Julie. Another Karen says, thank you for bringing back the craft store. You're welcome, Karen. Thank you for watching. Giving us more demos. Now, Sarah, can you get the bucket hat pattern only to download?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Actually, just looking further down, Karen, I hope you've seen, Sarah Jane has posted the link.
Ah, brilliant. She's on it.
Has posted
She's
the link.
on it.
Even with that, because it's not on the line up here,
Yeah.
it's on the website.
It is.
Shop
Yeah,
away.
absolutely.
And I can still use Welcome 25?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, you
Okay.
can use that on that code until midnight tonight on absolutely anything on the website. But yeah, most of our patterns are available as digital downloads.
Yep.
So you can just, you know, ping away. You know, or paper copies. If you prefer a paper copy, if you don't want to have to print out at home, they should be on there as well.
Yeah, and we're offering a paper copy, but you get the fabric in there as well, so it's a proper present, if you like. Yeah, bundle for £20. I know it's less than that. Thank you, Karen. Karen Batty's also watching, as
Karen.
is Janice, Margot, Jane, Liz, Dawn, Tammy, Denny, Joanne. Even more of you. These names are popping up and like ding, ding, ding. So thank you so much for watching. Just want to say hello. Want to get a shout out? I'll have a look.
Ah, please do. Yeah, and any questions, it's always, you know, it's always nice to have questions. We know that you're out there then, and you're actually listening to what we're rabbiting on about.
What I love is like when I watch, I watched you recently with Hayley on Secret Sewing Club.
Yeah.
And I say hello, and I forgot I've said hello. And then later on, because you've got so much going on, there's loads of comments coming in, but you all have a good look.
Yeah.
And someone later on was like, oh, Dan says hello. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did. Because you get so engrossed in what you guys are doing and what you're talking about. Yeah. I think it's really interesting, like, interacting with a live like this. Maybe you watch them all the time. Maybe this is the first time you're seeing online shopping or anything like that at all. Yeah. But it's so different how you can just comment on the Facebook page. Like, back in the day on Create and Craft, we didn't see Facebook.
No, not at all. And occasionally you might get an email in, but it was just an email. But with this, you know, and we do a lot of social media lives, and I love the fact that, you know, you can interact, and I'll spend a few minutes and read through comments. You can ask me, right, how did you do that? What did you use for this? You know, where did you get that item from? And we can see that directly, and it's lovely because, you know, we've made loads of really good friends, and, you know, you go to shows and stuff and things, and people will be like, hi, I watched you on Wednesday, and you're like, right, you've got to tell me your name. Yeah. Because I know your name because you comment all the time and we chat, but I don't necessarily know your face.
Because like, if you're a bit shy, or you think like I don't want to, you haven't got to say hello.
No.
Definitely keep on. And you can just shop in your own time. We want you to shop sooner rather than later, because then you're going to use that Welcome 25 and you're going to save even more money. You've got to save that extra 10%. If you're not fussed about it and you're like, oh, it's worth every penny of the normal price, then hang on.
Yeah,
don't use the code. Like, whatever you want. It's just an incentive. Hopefully new customers will come along, check out the whole website. Sarah, thank you so much for putting that across everything.
Oh, that's all right, no
for
problem.
creating new pages just for the craft store. So well done, everybody shopping it directly. And yeah, just if you've never commented on a live before, do it on this one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Say hello, say hi to us. So what I did with these, I've stitched these two pieces together, and then I've actually, which is something we don't normally do, but I've ironed the seam open on this. Because of the type of basket we're doing, it actually makes it life a little bit easier to iron the seam open rather than to one side. We're then going to join these together, okay? And the bit that you want to kind of really concentrate on is keeping this seam against this seam here, because that's going to run right round the basket. So make sure that you've got those two lined up together and actually pin it, which is something I'm notoriously bad at doing. I don't normally pin.
What do you do?
I'm just lazy. I don't like pinning.
Don't pin, don't clip.
Just go for it half the time.
Then go, I wish I pinned.
But now and then you do actually have to pin. So line up those two seams.
Are you pinning now because that's what you should do?
Because this is what you should do, yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
I know, genuinely, I do actually pin. It's something like this, but normally if it's just...
I believe you, Sarah.
If it's like half square triangle, something like that, oh, no, I'm not pinning that, right. Just go. So, right, now what we're going to do is we're going to stitch up the two sides to start with. Stitch up there. And I like to do the sides first on things like this, rather than going side, bottom, side, because you want to make sure that that seam stays put. And if you come down the side and then across the bottom and back up the side, the fabric can creep a little bit. So do the two sides first.
Okay.
All the way down that way. There we go. And then along the bottom.
And all of these projects are like with the big bag here.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a smaller bag. I'm just saying it's a big bag because it's a big bag.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, like the pattern's like the half stripy, half not, but it's just a triangle, right?
Yeah, it is.
So like actually, from half square triangles or whatever we were calling it earlier on, you could do projects like this for the first time.
Yeah.
Or the bucket hat, of course, or the bottle, or like a little bathroom bag or little storage tote you're talking about right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to flip this over so that we can box the corners. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut out in these corners 2-inch squares. So I'm going to line up my ruler 2-inch by 2-inch in that corner. Ooh, don't knock it. And then carefully cut up the side. Don't cut too far. And then across. If you prefer to mark that out and then cut it with scissors, you can absolutely do that if you're a bit worried about using the rotary cutter. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do the same this side as well. So 2-inch by 2-inch, like that. Cut up there.
Jennifer's just joined us. Gail has just joined
Hello.
us. Lucy has just joined us. We see you. Trish is like, oh, I just turned on. Yeah, Trish, it pops up. I never got to do this back in the day. I love seeing everyone popping in, and then you disappear, and then you go shopping, and then you come back, and you rewind a little bit.
You've made a cup of tea, you've grabbed a biscuit, yeah.
Found some milk, trying to decide if the milk's still okay. That's today's theme.
Is the milk all right? You're not poisoned yourself yet, no?
Not yet, we'll see. See how many cups I get through.
So I've cut out those squares, and what I've done is just, I'm going to put the side seam against the bottom seam. So I've opened that out. We're putting the side seam against the bottom seam. Again, open those seams out and just pop a pin in to hold that all flat. We're going to be stitching across there in a moment.
Now,
yes.
If I go to the website and buy something, can I win the basket?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So even if it's, are we talking like ideally on the 1 o'clock show products?
It doesn't matter. If you order, because there'll be a timestamp on the order.
Right, so between 1 and 2, let's say.
Between 1 and 2, I will choose one of the orders between 1 and 2, and they'll get this little basket.
Now,
all of your orders are timestamped on our website.
You can still use the promo code after the hour. So what comes 2 o'clock, we're an hour off if you like, because the highlight crafts are starting at 3 o'clock, Pink Frog starting at 4 o'clock. So absolutely shop after the hour. But just so happens, if you shop right now on whitegeckocraftlounge.co.uk, press checkout, you're in the basket. You are in the basket. You're in the cup.
You're in the chance of winning a basket by checking out your basket.
Checking out a basket, something to do with a cup of chance. That's old school. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that welcome code will be right the way through till midnight. It was purely the fact I thought, right, well, let's see if we can make one of these little baskets in the time we've got.
If I stop distracting you, we'll be okay.
We're nearly there. And I might as well give it away. Why not?
You may as well.
You know, if somebody orders, you might like it.
Terry Kim, hi Dan and everyone. I love that I can watch the craft store again. So happy with a smiley emoji.
Oh, fab.
Thank you, Terry Kim. We did our best to bring it back. As you know, it was a combination of the old craft store Facebook page and the old Create and Craft Facebook page. They were both, Create and Craft one was owned by somebody else. and he spoilt it for everyone.
Oh, didn't
But
he?
then Paul brought it back, you owned the craft store, and we've combined them together again. So it's the original management, not the latest management. I hope that makes sense. I hope you know what I'm talking about there. So it's really exciting. It's almost like back to its roots, but in the new way of doing it, right?
Yeah,
and that's why the prices are lower, because it's not on telly. And that's why we do promotions like the extra 10, because you're shopping direct.
Yeah.
So with White Gecko Craft Lounge, definitely look at 10 a.m. by the way, everybody. We're as busy at 10 as we are right now. Definitely have a look at the 10 a.m. show, because they're a completely different lineup, lots of different projects,
Really
some lovely charms on there too, extra panels, cushions. One of the examples is just over my shoulder. Whatever you're after, but across the website wide, welcome 25. Across the website wide, shopping between 1 and 2.
Yeah, you also get the chance to win a basket.
Why not?
Absolutely.
If you're going to shop after the hour anyway, just do it now. Yeah. Then you're in. Now, what are you spritzing? I'm distracting myself.
Oh, sorry. So I'm going to make the little handles for the basket. I'm just using some Best Press, which is one of my favourite. It's a starch alternative, and there was a big crease in it, and it gets all the creases out. So I was just giving it a...
Does that work on my normal ironing?
It would. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it works on normal ironing. It's not just for quilting. Yeah, no, it's really...
Is that on your website?
It is on our website.
Right.
Little bottles and big bottles.
Little bottles and big... Is that a big bottle or a little bottle?
That's a little bottle.
Is it?
Yeah.
A big bottle. Okie dokie. Rightio.
Yeah, no, I love Best Press. It's one of our...
What I really love ironing is when I iron and then I iron a crease in.
Oh, yeah, that's a joy, that is.
Really? Yeah. Like, not many people are as skilled, but that is one of my little tricks, especially on sleeves.
Yeah.
Long sleeve shirts, yeah, Andy in my ear. Is there a trick to that, Sarah?
Best Press.
All right,
Honestly,
yes, there
Best
is.
Press. I don't know, I don't do the ironing. My husband does the ironing.
Does he?
Yeah.
Ah.
This is the only type of ironing I do. Is this
The fun kind?
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
play.
no.
I do like ironing. There's a real. I think it's really
Yeah,
satisfying.
you
But
stick the footy on and stand and do it.
see what's going on.
Yeah.
yeah, leaving that there, and then I'm like, ah.
And you've got a big that side.
Yeah. Anyway.
Right, we're going to make the little handles. So I've cut a little piece of fabric, which is a 7x4, and then we've ironed a centre crease in, and then folded it into the centre, ironed again, and then over like that. And we're just going to top stitch either side now on both these little handles. Okay.
Love it. We'll keep an eye on what you're doing. But Terry has replied saying, a massive thank you to Paul. He always knew how to do things properly and took care of the employees and the viewers. You know what, Terry? Paul, by his own admission, should be retired. That was the plan. Through ill health is why he stopped and sold it all. Yeah. And then, when it all went terribly wrong last October, he was like, there's life in me yet, come on. I love it. I love the telly side of things. He loves craft most of all. He started creating craft back in, what was it, 2021, 22? No, 2002, 2003, sorry.
Yeah,
so 20 odd years ago.
Yeah, it was the 25th.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was 20 odd years. I can't remember, I was here. Nevertheless, yeah, Terry, you've absolutely nailed it. So we're really excited we get to do this again. Maria's saying hello. Juliet, Anita's watching. Susan as well. Pamela, you're all watching.
Oh,
lovely name
lush.
here. Priya, I hope I'm saying that right. Priya, lovely name.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Priya? Sorry, Priya. Priya, if you're watching right now, do correct me. Terrible. It involves reading, and that's... Reading in numbers can't do. That's my whole job.
There we go. Right, okay, little handles all done. Quick as that. Okay, and then we're going to attach these to the side here. Now, you can measure this with your finger if you want, but honestly, I just do a thumb's width away from that side seam. We're going to put one side like that.
Why is that? Why not on the seam?
Because if I put them on the seam like that, they'd be too close together and they'd be all sort of scrunched up here. Okay. So you just need to give yourself the basket a little bit of sort of breathing.
Give it a chance to be a handle.
Absolutely.
I'm with you.
So measure away a thumb, and then we're going to pop that one on like that. Pop a pin in there, and then a thumb's width from that side of the seam. I mean, you could be good and get your ruler out and do it exact, but honestly, it's a basket. You don't need to.
Is that where the whole rule of thumb is from? Do you
think? I wonder. Possibly.
Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok, yes.
You see all sorts of videos of I see a lot of videos of where sayings came from.
Yeah, like the word entomology and stuff.
Yeah, like gift horse in the mouth and port and starboard.
Yeah.
And all these different old...
Watch the guy, Toby, what's his name? He's very, very posh. He does a lot of very rude words where they come from as well.
Oh, really? No, I
He
don't
used
know,
to
does
be
he?
on, he's on First Dates Hotel. He's the receptionist on that. Oh, I'll send you the link later. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant with all his strange words. And
Oh, really?
Stuff. It makes me roar with
I think it's really interesting. They all come from the Victorian era.
Yeah.
Back in the Victorian days, it's like, okay, I see.
A lot of them are Shakespearean, aren't they?
Yeah.
So many phrases that we use day to day are actually Shakespearean, and we don't even realise it. You know. He was much more modern than we think he was. Right, all I'm just doing now is just quickly basting this into place. So I'm just quite close to the seam, about 1/8 of an inch away, just adding a little basting stitch so that I can get the pins out and not damage my fingers.
No, we don't do that. By the way, your sewing machine,
Yes.
this table's sort of like floating.
Yes.
Is that officially the extension table?
It is, yeah, look, it just slides off like that.
That's clever, isn't it? Do you always keep your extension table on, whatever machine?
No, not always. I mean, you know, in a moment when we put the bag inside the lining, I'll take it off so that you've got a smaller space here and you can get round. But yeah, it's because it's a banana, it's a little bit posh.
A little banana.
This is a spot. See, Adam always used to do it for me, bless him. It's sponsored by J&B Sewing, who are based in Newport.
Okay. Based in Newport.
Based in Newport, yeah. So yeah, it's the quilter's Benina, the 570 series, which is basically could sew this basket for me, frankly.
Go. Basket mode.
Yeah. I could put the pieces in front of it, come back, and it would all be done.
But just saying, maybe you treat yourself to an all singing, all dancing machine. Maybe it's your hand down machine. Maybe it's the most affordable one that you could afford. These projects. There's lots of straight stitching.
Straight stitching. There's nothing complicated on
Yep.
these ones. You know, again, you could hand sew them if you don't have a machine. So, right. So I'm going to take those pins out, and there's the outside of the bag done. Okay, like that little basket. You've got those handles on the side. I have already prepped the inside, so which you do exactly the same. So, but it's just one piece of fabric. But in the bottom seam, you're just going to leave a little gap, a turning gap.
Karen says, join late, so we'll look in the shop once I've watched the demo. White Gecko Craft Lounge are fantastic. Karen, absolutely, you're right to do so. But please check out before 2 o'clock. You can absolutely check out after 2 o'clock. But if you check out before 2 o'clock, Karen, you can win this very bag. It's worth it, isn't it? If you're going to have a look anyway.
Yeah, why not? Press
checkout, use the code WELCOME25 for the 10% off. Already lower prices when things first came to air, and one of you is going to win this bag. If you're thinking, if you forget and you're just engrossed in the demonstration, then check out after 2 o'clock. It's fine, of course.
Be all right if I put that in the right way round, wouldn't it?
I like how you did that, on purpose, Sarah.
Absolutely on purpose. So you want to make sure that the right side of the fabrics are touching each other, not wrong side to right side, which is what I just did.
We're talking about the meaning of words and language.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this out.
Okay.
Sarah Jane has shared it. Rule of thumb.
Okay.
A means of estimation made according to a rough and ready practical rule, not based on science or exact. The origin. This has been to derive from the belief that English law, and this is English law, not me, allowed a man to beat his wife with a stick so long as it is no thicker than his thumb.
Oh, so great. So the
Come on, history. Behave yourself.
Wow.
Wow, that was the rule of thumb.
So you can give your wife a good beating, but as long as it's not thicker than the rule of your thumb.
Wow.
Whew.
Hey, listen, it's just history. Don't say we're not informative.
Yeah.
But, you know, certain things are better in the past, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Hello, Tina. Hello, Judy. Hello, Julia. Shirley. Gilmore. Cool name. Mary, lots of you watching right now. We learned something new. Barbara, Nesta, Doreen, Trish, Jennifer. So many people watching right now.
Yeah, fabulous.
Marvellous.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Right, we're nearly there. So I've just pinned that all the way around to hold that all in place. We're going to stitch all the way around the top now. Because I've left that hole in the lining, it means that we can pull it through there, so we don't need to leave a gap in the top instead. Oh, I can't find my words today, which is not great, really. But
the table's gone, by the way, guys. The table's gone.
Oh.
By the way, Pat says on YouTube, hi, guys. Hi, Dan and Sarah. Great to watch Sarah on the craft store. Hey. And a discount code as well. I have purchased the Batik Jelly Roll using the code to make a strip rug.
Oh, fabulous.
Great to have another source for feeding my crafting habit. Pat, thank you for sharing. Well done for shopping. and you're on the website, by the way, everybody, is on the bottom of the screen. It's not thecraftstore.com. You can go on thecraftstore.com, you can watch and you can see the schedule, but you can't shop there. There's lots of information about which suppliers are on, but you're not shopping there, you're shopping direct. So whitegeckocraftlounge.co.uk, just like Pat's done, have a shop around. Items that aren't even on the craft store, still use the code.
Absolutely.
Shop now for the next 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Shop, shop, shop. And you'll get in the draw to win exactly this product right now.
There we go. So, nearly done. Nearly done.
Excellent.
And then, take the pins out, and then we can pull it through. We can birth the bag.
Birth the bag?
Birth the bag.
Have you made that up? Is this a thing?
No, that is an expression.
I love it.
Birth the bag somewhere. There. Couldn't find the hole there.
Birth.
Okay, I'm going to pull that all the way through that turning gap, like that. Come on.
Now, sometimes there are things like, am I wrong, like turning sticks or
you can. Yeah,
that
absolutely.
thing that exists?
Yeah, no,
if you're maybe not so quite agile with your fingers as you once were.
Yeah, you can use turning tools and all sorts. Yeah, absolutely. Right, there's definitely a pin left still in there. Where is it? I've lost it.
I lost it. We all lost it a long time, Sarah. It's all right.
Definitely. I'll find it in a minute. Okay, so we're nearly there, and then we're going to push that through like that. And just wiggle in. So if you kind of roll that top seam, get that seam nice and upright, push that all the way through, put your fingers in the corners as well. It needs a really good press now, but that bag is pretty much done. Yeah, there is a pin in there. I've got to get my fingers back in there. We're going to ignore that. I'm going to dig the pin out in a moment.
dig it out in a bit.
But that little basket,
that was the...
yeah, there we go. So that was one of the ones that I did previously, which was in the shells with the little fish and all on it. I've got to turn this one back through, but I will finish this one off because I'll hand stitch this closed. Okay, you could do it on the machine if it's just for yourself, but because we're going to be giving this one away, I'll hand stitch it nice and neatly.
Nice and neat.
Yeah, so it's all proper and posh for you, and then top stitch round as well.
With the most beautiful fabric. Got another couple of samples just to quickly show you here. One being now obviously with the fabric, you imagine it's a beach bag, but it doesn't have to be. This could be your everyday shopper bag.
Yeah,
could go to the
definitely.
supermarket, back of the car.
Yeah, your craft
could
bag.
have craft bag, absolutely. Imagine all your balls of yarn in there.
Nice, cute. I just love the illustrations.
Yep.
I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They're some of my faves. So there we go. That's better.
We're happy with that?
Now. Yeah, happy with it now. I dug the pin out.
There we go.
So
another bottle bag for you there. You could get a good bottle of champagne in there or something as you're off celebrating. Here's the thing, right? Just remind us, it's Sandy Toes.
It is.
Isn't it? Which this was, if you've seen it before, you think, yes, you have seen it before. On Crane Craft, nearly a year ago,
yeah.
Sold out on Crate & Craft at a higher price point. Nearly every single unit, bar a penny or two, sold out on Crate & Craft in that one show. So, back in stock for the first time, even more affordable because I haven't got those TV rates to pay. So, for example, off those half metres, £2 off every single one.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
And another 10% off.
Yeah, so what did we say? It's £6.29 for half a metre. And you can get, easily from 2 half metres, you'd get about 6 of these bags, little baskets. These are actually on our website on the digital downloads under stacking fabric baskets, and the pattern has 3 different sizes. There's a large, small, and this is the medium one. So you can, that pattern's available, but the fabrics themselves are, you could use for anything. They're good for dressmaking, they're good for homewares. I think they'd make incredible, like a roller blind in a bathroom or something like that.
You're saying a nursery.
Or a nursery or something
like that. Or in the bathroom, little downstairs loo, something like that.
Absolutely, all sorts of things you can do with it. It's not just for, because they're 100% cottons. Anything really, they'd be beautiful. Like the little pictorial one would be gorgeous as like a little summer dress for a little girl.
I really like the taupe versions of things, by the way. I love the blues. They're very classic, aren't they?
Yeah.
But just a little twist on that.
Absolutely.
The taupe side of things.
Yeah.
Are you still pressing or should we wander?
Should we wander?
Should we wander?
We can wander.
We'll go this way because that's where product is.
Okay.
We're going this way, Andy. Yeah, let's go to the website. Go on. He was like, hang on a minute. Here we go. So this is what you're looking at. I know, you're right, Andy. I can't just get up and go anymore. Just a law to my own. Just wandering wherever I want. We'll start that way and we'll come back. Why now? Here we go. Thank you, Andy, for keeping us on the straight and narrow. This is the website you're shopping at this show. You go to shop, you then see Craft Store, have a look at 10 a.m, but right now we are 1 p.m. And these are all of those returning fabrics that sold out last time. Back for us today, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, so you've got the panels on there, you've got the 2 kits, so we've got the fractal quilt kit, which you've got all of your fabrics in there and your pattern, makes a beautiful little lap quilt. Be great as a play mat. You know, if we were talking about doing a nursery and stuff, really, really good for a play mat. We've got the bucket hat kit, which again has a pattern in it that's got 3 templates. So you can make a small, medium or large. They are completely reversible as well. We're happy for you to buy, you know, to make to sell as well. The panels, I just think are beautiful and a bargain price at £8.99 as well. Plus,
They are.
Plus you've got the extra 10% off as well.
It's a little bit, who was that comedian? Benny Hill. It's a little bit Benny Hill. I'd rather this.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Benny Hill. You can do what you want. But anyway, it's really fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really,
and reversible.
And reversible,
so you can,
absolutely.
You know, if you
And you get a real contrast. It can be like black and white, like if you know, whatever you want. But
yeah, and maybe use like the sandy toes on one side and just a plain fabric on the other, and then you can get 2 hats out of the kit. You know. So.
Did you bring this with you, or did you find it here?
No, I found it on the shelf over there.
There's all sorts of stuff around that corner.
I was like, what have we got? I can put the hat on. There we go. It's a head.
There's a head. Weird, but there is. So the hat kit is £20, £17.99. We've got 5 minutes left on this show. You've got 10 minutes to shop, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's just for the giveaway. You can, of course, shop after the hour. Absolutely shop after 2 o'clock. Have a proper look around. But we want you to be in the draw. A little bonus. Why not? If you're going to shop anyway, you may as well. So on that website below, maybe the 5 minutes between this and... Yeah, that one there. Yeah. Maybe the 5 minutes between off there and then 2 o'clock. Do that. Anyway, let's continue on. Because then we've also then got our fabric panels, right? We've got the taupe here, or the blue behind.
Or the blue one.
I might hold the taupe up just to give you a look.
Yeah, I think it kind of feels like almost like a sepia. You know, like it's that sort of slightly vintage feel to it in this colourway. And it's really fresh and pretty, but yeah, it feels slightly more sort of gentle, more vintage. And it's just, they're the cutest. I love they've got the little fish in the puffins' mouths. You know, the crab is about to pinch that little dog's nose.
Yeah.
You know, you've got fish serenading octopuses. I mean, what more could you want?
I've got, you're like, finally.
Yeah.
Where's this been all my life?
Exactly.
Well,
that's what I needed. I've got Christmas octopuses. I now need serenaded octopuses.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone has a need. Quite right too. There we go. And they are £8.99. Yeah. £8.99 if you want to go for the blue version. £8.09. £8.09. Yeah. Was it welcome?
Welcome 25 is the code.
Welcome 25 when you're shopping on that website below us here. Now, if we just wander this way, this is the one that has 16 options, right? This is where probably sold out first, I've no doubt, with yourself and Janice here. These are were the brand new launch that sold out last time, so you can get them now. They were £8.99. They're now £6.99. So look, should we open that one up?
Yeah, so that is ½ metre, so it's 20 inches across, and then it's between 42 and 44 inches wide.
Okay.
So, you know, a ½ metre piece, you're getting, you obviously won't get one with a big sticker on it.
Yeah.
Ignore that a little bit. But you've got all those really beautiful little pictorial elements. You know, that seal is super cute there. You've got the Punch and Judy again. All the elements that are on the panel are on this fabric. We didn't have a lot of this.
Yeah.
I mean, we may not still have a lot of this. I can't see the website anymore. So
well, you guys will know at home. Actually, that's a very, very good point. Because we're not like stock update this, stock update that. If you can't buy it, it's gone.
It's gone, yeah.
If you can't buy it, it's gone.
Everything I had, I loaded onto our website. So
yes, I really hope you're
if
on.
this is zero, sorry guys.
Yeah, whitegeckocraftlounge.co.uk. If this is in your basket, maybe it's on your wish list. Because a lot of you said you were going to watch the demo. We've finished demonstrating. So now's the time to go shopping. Yeah. Because you might win that.
You've got like 7 minutes, and then I'll pick one random. I will finish it at home, I promise. I'll sew up the little gap and do the top stitch, and then we'll put this into a random order. Anything that's time stamped between 1 and 2, we'll just pick one at random and we'll pop that in. So you get to win that.
But overall, that discount code lasts till midnight.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So still shop after the hour, absolutely. Even when you're watching Craft Store and it's Highlight Crafts or Pink Frog, still be looking around. Still watch Highlight Crafts, still watch Pink Frog, you know what I'm saying. But White Gecko, that's where you want to be shopping as well, and use that promo code website wide as well. And then you were saying, like, we were sort of classing them as blenders, weren't we?
Yeah.
But God, there's still a pattern.
Definitely.
If you want your bucket hat to purely be in between that on one side and that on the other, beautiful. Like the water ones you're seeing here, are they birds, or are they scallops, or are they paint strokes?
Yeah, you might not want a bucket hat that is particularly pictorial, but actually, if you did a stripe on one side and then something like that one on the other, you could do that. Really, really nice together.
Excuse me.
Sorry. There we go. So you've got the Hang on, I'm being a pain, sorry.
I'll tell you what, I'm doing
That
those
and that
two,
one.
and I'm throwing that in the mix.
Ooh, nice.
Or maybe, actually, hang on, maybe.
Or do you want a taupe stripe?
Yeah, because I do like the taupe. I was saying before, I like the
Yeah.
taupe. But there's a little bit of blue in there, though, isn't there, with the taupe
that
and the
would
shells?
work as well. Yeah, those little mini shells would work. Yeah, because it's quite hard to see the colour on this, but this is actually a very pale taupe background on that one compared to that one, which is a white and blue. You know, so yeah, I mean, they're all designed to go together, and each germ's, you know, colour palette is beautiful. So any of them will actually go. You know, you've got a little grey in there. If you don't like this taupey colour, the grey will absolutely work with, you know, all these different colours too. So lots and lots of options.
We're out of time.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. No, never shut up. But thank you so much.
Oh,
You brought
it's all right,
such a
you're very
selection between
welcome.
10 and 1 o'clock, and thank you for that promo code right
That's
now.
all right.
You got 5 minutes. Check out your baskets before 2 o'clock. Still check out afterwards, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
That's
Keep
right.
an eye on all
Thanks for
things
having
White
me.
Gecko. Right,
I will
thank you. Now is the time to check out the next live show, 3 o'clock, Highlight Crafts on the Craft Store. But right now, shop on White Gecko.